Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Tonya. I am back today with another card for Pixie Dust Designs. Today I'm going to be making some ugly vests. I am using the Ugly Vest die from Pixie Dust Designs. This particular die set features 20 dies, so you can make your ugly vests in a couple different options and a couple of different trims. So I have cut some of the pieces from some cardstock from my stash, and I am just messing around trying to figure out which pattern I want to use for my vests. And I've also cut the trim pieces from some glitter cardstock. I used pink, it's sort of a pink color, and then also a green color that you'll see later on for my second vest. And I am just gluing that in place. I kind of felt that it was easier to glue the trim piece on upside down so you could get the little curvature of the neck and it just kind of lines up perfectly. I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm going to glue together the gingerbread that I'm going to decorate my vest with. And the gingerbread is a two-piece die set for this. It has a solid die for the back, and then it has a front die that has the face, the mouth and the eyes cut out. So when you put colored cardstock behind it, you can see it through the front. So I have added it's a white glitter cardstock behind it, which I thought kind of looked a little bit like frosting. I'm gluing those together. The first one I glued the wrong backing piece to it, so I had to redo that. I'm going to glue my second one, and then I will go back in with a white jelly roll and add some additional details to these. I did add some little buttons and then the little trim lines for the legs and the arms, which the actual die has a little embossed detail for that, so you know exactly where to put those. And here I am playing with this adorable hanger. I have glued a few layers. I believe I did 3 layers on the hanger just to make it a little bit more sturdy. And I'm going to glue the topper. The topper is a separate piece so that you can cut it from some metallic cardstock or whatever color cardstock you want. I used some iridescent cardstock from my stash for that. And then I'm going to glue on the arm trim pieces for the vest as well. So I cut those from the same pink glitter cardstock. This is going to be a really wild vest. A little non-traditional Christmas vest here. And these all glue in place really easily. I mean, it's so easy to glue these together, and they come together really quickly. The biggest part is just die cutting all the pieces. Have that all glued together. And I'm going to do a little bit of paper engineering on this particular vest. I actually do the same thing for the second one. I am going to trim out the piece that would be, normally you'd be able to see the inside of the vest. So I'm going to cut this out with an X-Acto knife, just so I have a blank space there. And then I will back it with a different type of cardstock. So it looks like the lining of the vest is a different fabric or a different pattern. It sounds strange now, but it looks so cute in person. And this worked out really well. I probably could have cut this with scissors as well. You could just cut a slit in the center. Probably would have been easier, but this worked out okay. My X-Acto knife is a little bit dull. And I'm just cutting that on a piece of scratch cardstock. I didn't want to scratch up my mat because I don't think my mat is self-healing. So since my X-Acto blade is a little bit dull, it took me a bit to get this cut out. And see, then you can see you put pattern paper behind it and it looks so cute. I just thought that was a fun detail to add. I think you could do a lot of different things with this set. I think, aside from Christmas cards, I think these would make really cute Christmas tags. They would also make cute decorations for any kind of like little gift bags or little, if you're going to do like, if you do holiday candy that you give, these would be cute little tags to put on that. So a lot of different options here. And you don't necessarily have to make them Christmas. I mean, they do have Christmas elements with them, but I think you could make just cute all-purpose like winter sweater kind of cards, that kind of thing. I'm cutting the back again from the second piece of cardstock. There you can see it just shows through. It's 2 pieces. They will be glued together. So I've put my hanger in so that the top hanging part comes out through the hole in the vest. I'm going to glue that in place. I drew some little lines on the back here so that I would know exactly where the hanger would line up, so it would be straight. And I'm going to glue the backing piece on it. And for this purpose, I ended up, since I cut my cardstock the wrong direction, the backing piece goes the opposite direction of the front of the vest, but it really doesn't matter because it's going to be on a card and nobody's going to see it. But again, that backing piece you could cut from white and you could make these into tags for Christmas, or you could even make them into Christmas ornaments, truly. That would be a fun thing to give as a gift as well. I'm doing my second vest from just another piece of cardstock from my stash. Again, I'm gluing on the trim piece, which is from a green glitter cardstock. Look how cute and sparkly. Super, super cute. And then see, that back would be perfect for making a tag. So I'm letting this first one dry. And then I'm going to add a little bit of dimension to my gingerbread. I used a little bit of walnut stain in my detail blending brushes. And I'm just going around and adding a little bit of dimension to that, make it look like it's actually a cooked gingerbread cookie. I think the dimension helps a lot, gives it a little bit of life. Very cute. The gingerbread men are really cute. You could even, if you were going to do tags, you could even decorate the back of the vest with the gingerbread or the Christmas tree or the candy canes. That would be cute as well. So here I have done some more paper engineering with my second vest. And I had a little piece that I couldn't quite get cut out with my X-Acto knife, so I'm just going to go in with my scissors and trim that out just so you can't see any of the different color cardstock, the white edge. Super simple, super cute. Okay, on this one I'm going to glue the backer so that there's Christmas trees showing through, which will be perfect because I'm going to decorate this one with the Christmas trees. I did my hangers again. Again, I glued a couple layers of the hangers together just to make them a little bit sturdier. I think I did 3 total. Adding a little bit of glue. Glue those together. I love these hangers, they're so cute. I don't know what it is. Every time I see little tiny hangers and things like that in card making, I'm just like, oh, it's adorable. I glue my trim pieces on the vest arms. And this particular trim piece actually does have a little embossed detail. It's very hard to tell with the glitter cardstock, but if you cut that from regular cardstock, it has some little embossed lines going down it. Here I have my Christmas tree. The Christmas tree has some garland that goes with it. And I cut the garland from, it's a gold glitter cardstock. And the tree itself has a little embossed detail on it so you know exactly where the garland goes. I'm just going to hold that in place with my reverse tweezers. And then I'm going to glue on a tiny gold star on the top. The tree star is a separate die by itself, so it's got a little tiny star that you can add to the tree. And I accidentally did my stars in 2 different cardstocks. So one of them's iridescent and one of them's a glitter. There's also a tree base, which I cut from some brown cardstock. Gonna glue those in place. And actually, if you wanted to, this since the stamp set, or since the die set offers some additional little images like tiny gingerbread and tiny candy canes, you could use those in conjunction even with the star to decorate your vest that way, so you could have a bunch of little random gingerbread men or candy canes or stars on it. I chose to use just the larger images for mine. There's a lot, even with the pattern paper, going on these vests, so I think I would probably win an ugly vest contest. I'm not really sure. Maybe just by color alone. There's a look at the finished gingerbread vest. And I am going to glue one of those little tiny candy canes onto the gingerbread. So he looks like he's holding a little candy cane. Very cute, very cute. And I'm going to add my Christmas trees. The trees are really cute. I think you could probably even use some, if you had some really small, like sequins, they'd have to be very tiny, or some flat back pearls or something. You could glue those on the trees as well and further embellish them. So for my background, I am doing a little bit of tone-on-tone stamping. I'm using a 6x6 stamp from my stash, and I'm going to just ink that up with, I believe I used pigment ink in the color Balsam. So it's a dark green color, so it will be a tone-on-tone. For my background, I'm just going to stamp that, make sure I get some even pressure here. And then it came out perfect. And I will die cut that. And that'll be my card base. And then I did cut the sentiment from the Ugly Vest. The sentiment is keep it cozy. I've cut that a few times from some pink cardstock. And I am using a Sakura Jelly Roll pin to add glitter to it, to keep it kind of a, to give it like a glittery look to it. And then what I did was I used some Ranger Glossy Accents and put Ranger Glossy Accents over the words, and that gives them a little bit of dimension and a little bit of sparkle. So I'm putting some dimensional foam on my background. I'm going to adhere that to a die cut piece, A2 size, that I cut from some pink plaid cardstock from my stash. And then I will be adding my vest to that. For the vest, I put dimensional foam on the top half of the vest, and then the bottom half is just a regular like score tape. So the top parts of the vest are kind of popped up. I think they turned out so cute. And then I'm just adding my words, keep it cozy, to my card front. Using a little bit of glue for that. And then I will add some little iridescent star sequins that I had from my stash as well to this. I love these vests. On the inside, I did stamp a sentiment from a stamp set from my stash. There is an inside sentiment on this card. I was just lining it up, making sure it's straight. I'll stamp that with some black ink. And here are my iridescent stars that I'm adhering to the card front. I didn't add very much. I didn't want my embellishments to be too obnoxious. So these were pretty simple and plain. And that is a look at the finished card. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please click like and subscribe to be notified of all of our content. Thanks so much. Goodbye.